In this video, I will demonstrate the live Excel export feature that is available in HH Timing. This feature is useful for automatically populating run sheets with timing information. The first step is to create a new live Excel export profile, which is where the information for the export is defined. I will enter a name for my profile, click OK, and it is automatically opened. You can see that it has been added to the project tree. First, the Excel workbook that will be used for the export must be defined. For this example, I have created a very simple run sheet where we will just export the stint lap number, lap time, and driver name, grouped by the stint number. Back in HH Timing, clicking on the ellipsis button will open a file explorer to select the target Excel workbook. Once the workbook has been selected, it is necessary to define the parameters and rules for the export. The first thing to do is create a new parameter for the export. The parameter will appear in the parameters list. We specify which car number, what data to export, the name of the target worksheet, and the starting row and column for the export. Once this is defined, the next step is to define the rules for this parameter. The default rule is to export the data vertically and increment the row by 1 for each lap. In our export, we would like to increment by stint lap number instead, and also create an additional rule that will increment the rows by 25 for each stint that is completed, so that the stints are grouped. We will copy this parameter 3 times to define the additional data to be exported. The rules for the driver name parameter are slightly different, as we would only like this value to be written in a single cell at the top of each stint. Once the parameters and rules are defined, we make sure that the Excel workbook is closed, and then click Start Export to let HH Timing open the Excel workbook. The data will now export as it arrives in the software. You can see the data is being written to the Excel workbook based on the rules defined. The final thing to mention is the Auto Worksheet mode. Instead of defining a worksheet name for each parameter, we can define a template worksheet in the Excel workbook, called Template for example. Each time a new session starts, HH Timing will copy the template worksheet and rename it with the name of the session, so you don't have to manually rename and copy worksheets for each session. We have created a run sheet that we can provide to our customers. If you are interested to use this, please contact us and we can provide you with the Excel file and the HH Excel export profile that you can import into HH Timing.